it's Linda from LA Plans, and today I will be sharing my initial setup for my brand new cloth and paper agenda. So this is going to be my financial agenda. I'm going to rename it. I just haven't figured out what I'm exactly going to be renaming it because I am keeping other personal information in here as well. But I'm really excited to share this with you guys and set this up with y'all. And so I'm actually just going to go ahead and get started and figure out what I want where and then share it with y'all. And so now for the initial setup. So before I forget, I just want to mention that I will have links to everything for y'all below. And then I do have a discount code with Infinite Lotus. It's LA Plans 8 off 8. So now for the setup. So on the side, I decided to put my Infinite Lotus task cards over here. And so for memo, that's just going to be for general notes. The goals card is going to be for monthly goals. So for example, for July, my goal is to pay 50% of my Nordstrom credit card. Important will just be anything that I need to do that's important. And then for tracker, I will be using that as a no spend tracker monthly. And the best part about these is that I can switch them out monthly and just have one per month. And so I'll probably start incorporating that in my financial videos. And then the last one is to do, and then I'll just use that based on what I need. But I have all of these on the side. This pocket up here is a little large. I was going to keep some of the planner cards in there, but for now I'm just going to leave it blank. I just love how simple this is on the side. I will put my stickers in here. I just need to grab them, and then we get into the rings. And so this is a frosted business card holder from Cloth and Paper, and inside I have my favorite page flags that I use all over this agenda. And then these cards are from Sequence and Paper on Etsy, and it is part of a financial planner card set. Like I said, I'll have it linked below, but these came with so many other cards, and I just have a couple of more printed. I just really wanted to put the baby step card and the hustle and grind up front, and I love the way that it looks with the page flags. So we have these, and then we get into the monthly section. And so if you've watched my finance agendas and my setup videos before, I've decided to consolidate a lot of the items and put them under one monthly area to make it easier to navigate through. Okay, and so I'm just going to show you all July. And so I didn't do a July finance video, so this will actually be a great opportunity to share this with you guys as well. So I have these monthly inserts from Infinite Lotus, and so I like to keep all of my expenses on here so I know when they're coming out. And then I also mark paydays on here because I do paycheck budgeting, and so it makes it easier for me to see when I get paid and what's due in between each paycheck. And then from there, on the back, I use this as kind of a inbox for each month. And so I have 3 different priorities that I'll set each month. And so for July, it's putting extra towards debt and extra towards savings. Important dates are generally anything that's out of the ordinary. For example, in I believe August, my vehicle registration is due for the state of Texas, and so I'll put that in there. Last month I got a ticket, and so I put that in there. It's just anything. And then I like to track any expenses that I know are going to be coming out or occurring this month, or potentially any travel down here. It all really depends. It's just anything that I need to know financial wise for the month. And so that's how I use this. And then we have the financial overview from Infinite Lotus. And so I have one per month, and I just track all of my income, all of my expenses, and then these are just categorized. And then on the back, there is savings, and then you have a final balance and a place for notes. And then I decided to add my expenses page after this. So the categories listed under expenses are here, and then you can see what's in each category. And so Initially, I had this in a separate section. I think it makes more sense to actually have these together, and it's easier to reference. And then part of my finance system is also to have a weekly check-in. That's the best way for me to manage my money, is if I'm constantly checking in and knowing where every dollar is going. And so I use these inserts from Infinite Lotus, and these are weekly inserts with notes, and I absolutely love these. These are perfect for doing math, and I just use it based on what I need to calculate for the week or each paycheck. And then on the weekly inserts, I like putting in expenses as well as any purchases, and that way I can track what's going in and out. But I like having it all together. I feel like that might make a difference organization wise. If I don't like it, I can go back to separating everything and organizing it, but I think this might be a better system. But I just set up July through December. And then we get into the first tab, and so I already added additional items in here so y'all can see. So under this first tab, I'm using this as an inbox, and so that's exactly how I'm going to use it, is as an inbox. And so I'm just going to be using this to hold any mail or anything that comes in. This is the ticket that I was talking to y'all about, but I also have something that came in for my student loan in here. And it's just important documents that I need to make sure that I keep a hold of until I file them. And then under the next tab is going to be the financial items that I had in my previous agenda. So this is my savings. So this is where I'm tracking my main accounts. So my main savings, secondary savings, and my 401k. And then I have an emergency savings, and that is a Dave Ramsey baby step. And then I also have my cash savings, which y'all see a lot in my financial videos. And so all of this is savings information. And then the next section is for debt. And so in here is where I keep all of my debt management trackers. And so I just use a savings tracker from Infinite Lotus, which you can see on the side because I keep forgetting to cover them up. And then I just track each account and the progress that I'm making on each one. And so we have this, and then the next section is my budget. And so I've categorized these into shopping, groceries and dining out, personal, and then I have a miscellaneous because they didn't have a gas, but then I just track my gas. And then I also have my subscriptions listed back here to make it easier for me to manage. And so I have all of this in here. And then these last two tabs are going to change, and so I'm going to order some top tabs from Coffin Paper, and I'm going to set these up into 4 different sections on each tab. So this one is going to be for home/general. So I'm going to have a home section, a car section, a work section, and then a pet section. And so I already have the car information in here, and this is just the track maintenance and cost. And then I just have a work cover page already in here. And so that's how I plan on using this tab. And for the last tab, this is going to be a confidential tab. And so this is going to hold passwords as well as other sensitive information. I'm going to be keeping my birth certificate in here. And then I have my social security card in here. And that's just so I have somewhere to keep it and store it and know where it's at. And so I'm really excited to finally have this agenda set up and have a place to store important information. And then in the back, I just have, this is from the vet. It's just some information. I'm just keeping this tucked away for right now. And then other than that, that is how I am using this agenda. I don't anticipate anything to change that much. Again, it's probably just going to be these last 2 tabs where I'm determining what goes behind there and the organization of that. But I'm just so excited for this and to finally have this all set up and together. Other than that, that is the initial setup, and that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching.